welcome to tonight's edition of Toonkind D&D. My name is Inky, and I will be your DM today. And would my players like to introduce themselves from top to bottom?
Oh wait, shit, that's me.
Yeah.
Always so weird when I'm actually at the top of things, usually because of some weird nickname I'm who knows where.
Yeah.
Anyway, hi, I am Kai. I will be playing Charlie, the bard, who has no idea a lot has been going on with M1A and all of that, and Charlie has no idea of any of it. It's been months since anything happened, but this should be fun.
He did pop up in Animus. He did pop up to say hi during Animus real quick.
No, that is true. That is true.
Yeah. But otherwise, I don't think he knows. Yeah, he doesn't know anything else.
No one tells Charlie shit. This is just becoming a recurring thing, and I'm cool. This is fun.
You decided that well. Anyway, hi, I'm Mod. I'm playing the engineer and maybe Professor Woodlick. We're not sure. If I do, apologies as ever for the accent. I try my best, but my God.
We can only do what we can do.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Hi, my name's Wiz. I'm playing Chifley Forde,
Chifley
who
Forde.
also has no idea what's going on.
he's the music teacher for the Sparks. And,
Yep.
Amazing.
And he has no idea what's been going on recently. So, but I think they've been in contact now and then. Just occasionally the Sparks will head up and say hello and have a couple of music lessons.
Yeah.
Also,
to the
I do
delight
just
of
wanna-
Chifley's sister. Absolute delight.
I do just want to say, this is the first game that is happening on this server, and I just want to say, I love this. This is a fantastic thing to be starting on.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the first game.
Thank you, Kai, for the new server.
Yeah. So in case future listeners, in case you don't know, we have been playing games now off the main Toonkind server. And this is the first particular game in this new server over here.
This is like there's been so much going on in Toonkind that we've split off into a multiverse, and this is one particular incarnation of it.
Yeah. All right. Well, first of all, I am actually going to tell you all a little story. So another day had ended in Einquell. It was the weekend. To whoever cared, some don't. But many people either swarmed on home or took the chance to just relax out with family or friends. And it was a lovely, clear night out. The breeze was gentle. The temperature was nice. Toontown was loud. But the outskirts are not. The quieter places are only lit up by the moon under a blanket of stars in the sky. And whether for scientific interest or admiring the beauty of the world or being lost in thought or thinking about that song about the lightning bugs, many eyes stared up into the skies as they usually do. And it was a typical start to the weekend, but it was not a typical night. Because in the far distance of realm space, further than those eyes can see, something looked back. I can't really specify exactly when because time zones are weird like that, but for the sake of simplicity, let's say something weird happened at around 9:30 p.m. yesterday. In a wave across Einquell, television screens briefly burst into static, only to pick up the interference of some strange and indistinguishable red shapes. High-pitched buzzing and beeping and distorted tones could be heard from every radio, every speaker, every telephone. Even machines started to act up, either shutting down immediately or overloading out of control. For those in possession of such things, it was 40 seconds of chaos or just simple inconvenience. And for everyone else who never uses electronics, hasn't even tried them, it was probably a nice and uneventful evening. But just as suddenly as it begins, the strange phenomenon came to a stop. Every electric town dipped into darkness for just a second and then emerged to normalcy. Everything worked as it should again. no strange noises, no faulty machines, and no strange new surreal television program. However, we pan down to Waddleton to a particular laboratory. Woodlake Dawn Break. At 9:30, what are you up to?
Oh boy. He does stay up late. He's a night owl as well as a duck. Yeah, no, he's definitely running more tests. And, you know, this is the time of night where he knows he's not going to do maybe, like, really hard, complicated work. So he's, like, noodling. He's noodling with little side projects, maybe making something for the kids. Yeah, I think he's trying to invent a remote control car. That's what he's doing.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh, man.
So, your place is hit by the signal, by this sudden
boy.
surge. How do you react? What happens?
Whatever the duck equivalent is what the fuck? He briefly bursts into uncharacteristic Grawlix and Donaldese, and is he's sort of like panicking, but also fascinated.
Yeah.
Like, he is looking around like, this has never happened. And as soon as the initial shock wears off, he is going around just monitoring everything with, like, paper and pencil, writing everything down, because clearly none of the machines are going to maintain any of this data. And he's just, you know, he's in 20 places at once. Like, he's excited. Yeah. He's excited about this. This has never happened before.
Awesome. I suspect, would he at all roll? Actually, there's something I'm
investigation. I don't know.
Oh, actually, there's something I'll do first.
Oh, I fear.
Where'd it go? Yeah, that's a 16. You can challenge with a perception.
Okay, perception is +4. That's okay.
That's a 6.
A 16. No, nah. Don't see whatever that is.
Woodlake, you are way too wrapped up in whatever the hell is happening right now. You are fascinated. Like, yeah, nothing like this has happened before. It's just a strange power surge, but it seems to be picking up something, but you don't know what it is. You don't know what it is, so you're recording as much of it as you can, or just how your machines behaved. You'll figure it out. You'll probably figure it out at some point, but for now, you're just taking in what data you can.
Yeah, that feels right.
And so, basically, unbeknownst to you, there are, well, notes to you, you have 2 wards staying with you, 2 UFOs, and they are fast asleep in a closet. And the closet is open.
I'm glad that happens, because I feel like he would definitely have just, like, looked at them to make sure they're not going weird, because he still doesn't fully understand how those guys work. But,
fair enough. And unbeknownst to you, Woodlake, one of them opens their eye.
Oh.
And we're going to cut to the next morning.
Oh, I'm scared. Did I fuck up already?
No, don't worry about it. It is now morning here in Toontown. And actually, all 3 of you happen to be here today. Actually, I do want to ask, what are you guys doing here in Toontown, of all places? And also, what were you up to whenever this weird power surge hit? I'll start with Charlie.
Honestly, I reckon when it hit, Charlie was probably down at the local tavern watching a sportsball game with a bunch of buddies and of course the power goes out just as everything is like getting to a head. There's a goal almost about to be scored. Everyone's getting all land on, yeah, and then everything goes on the fritz, and so much yelling, absolute riot. I think a probably Dusk Clown fight kicked off because of that. So So the next day, Charlie's like, they've caught up. Charlie is like a little bit grumpy. He's probably got a black eye currently. But it's all just aesthetics.
You can peel it off later, it's fine.
He's fine. He's fine. So he's probably had a bit of a hectic night, not necessarily in a bad way because it's entertaining. He's always down for a bit of a rumble, but yeah, that was the night he's had.
Oh boy. Oh, excellent, amazing. Engineer, how about you?
Just to make you all go, no, definitely. Their bedtime is earlier, but trying to get Snaily and Shorts Kid into bed is a saga every night, let's face it. So at that time, he was probably finally reading them a bedtime story.
Oh.
I feel it in my soul.
He doesn't even need to have a bedside light while he's reading because he's so happy he's glowing.
Oh, so
bless.
So he probably didn't notice. Do you think?
No, they don't even have the light on in there.
Yeah. No.
He has no idea.
Yeah. There's this chaos happening in the city, like a ways away, and he's just being a nightlight to his kids.
Considering the studio does kind of work late, and I feel like Moves may have experienced some problems.
No.
His side is very electronics based,
Yeah.
but I don't know that even Engineer would have picked up on that because chaos happens in the studio every fucking day.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. So Engineer just doesn't notice. He's just being a good
No,
dad.
he has no idea. I like coming into things clueless, you know? It's fun.
Hell yeah. Chifley, how about you? How about you and Missy?
Well, Missy definitely would have been in bed by that point, but I'm just chuckling at the thought of Chifley has a mobile phone in his hammer space.
Yeah.
So it's like Missy's in bed. He's sitting on the couch. He's feeling this better than he's been in a while. He's like, okay, yep, I've been to work this week. It's been great. Cool. I'm having a relax before the weekend and sitting reading a book. And then suddenly his hammer space just goes freaking mental.
No.
Just his phone goes bananas and he probably just freezes the couch.
Oh no. Is
just
it
gonna be
making...
fumbling to pull his phone out. It probably stops by the time he gets it out.
Does it make the kind of Nokia?
Yes, it makes the default Nokia ringtone. Absolutely, it does.
No. So not the best night, not the best evening for Charlie or Chifley, but pretty chill night for Engineer. But yeah, Engineer.
Yeah, he sleeps like a log. It's fine.
Engineer and Chifley, what are you guys doing here in Toontown?
I live here.
What are you doing
Yes.
out?
Okay, he's running errands. He's getting into more light bulbs. I feel like that has the potential to go horribly wrong, and we're always using light bulbs. So yeah, definitely those.
I'd like to say that Chifley probably dropped Missy off at a friend's house for a play date this morning.
Aw.
And so he's going to go and get a coffee. Now he has delivered his sister to be somebody else's problem for the day, and is like, I think coffee is the order of the day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna say you three are just by sheer chance, Engineer, are you carrying like a bunch of light bulbs?
Of course, a comical stack which I can't see past.
Yep. Charlie, you're going on a walk. Are you kind of like grouchily walking around, or just kind of taking in the sights?
I think honestly he's probably set up a table for 3-card Monty that he's just running a small little gig on the sidewalk there and like chatting happily as he shuffles these cards around and tries to steal the penny change from people.
Oh my god.
Love that.
This is his usual day. This is how he makes rent.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And Chifley is getting his coffee. All right. I want all three of you to roll a perception check.
Okay.
Okay, what's my perception? Oh yeah, it's ridiculous now. Right. Yeah,
Oh,
That's a 9
So-
from Charlie. He's not paying attention.
so holy crap.
Either.
So Chifley and Charlie, you guys are just wrapped up in your own thing. You don't even like pick up the general atmosphere around you. You're just kind of you're focused on your day. You're focused on what you're doing. It's fine. Engineer, you are you're carrying your light bulbs in a comically tall stack, and you have the briefest of glimpses of a yellow light zipping past you. And from a distance, you hear this, wait, oh no, and
Oh.
and how about the three of you also make a dex save?
Okay,
Now that's
cool,
what I
love
can
that.
do.
Should I have disadvantage? Because I feel like that would be funny, and I am carrying a lot of boxes.
Yeah.
That's a 12. Charlie's rolling shit today.
Okay,
15.
I'm
15
gonna
is
say.
unfortunately decent. No, disadvantage. Okay, 15, fine.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say.
I wanted to sabotage myself, I tried!
It's probably more comical that you don't get it. Something very narrowly misses you, Charlie. Oh, sorry, engineer. Very narrowly skims past the steam on your coffee, Chifley, and then unfortunately goes smack into Charlie.
The cardboard box that he was using, as well as like a whole packet of cards, or realistically probably about 3 packets of cards. You know, you saw more Queen of Hearts
Yeah.
in there than there should be in a single deck.
Oh no.
Go scattering everywhere.
I hope you didn't have a customer at that point.
Oh, he probably had like a very small crowd, like maybe like 3 or 4 other people kind of gathered around as he just chatters on, not looking what he's doing. To be honest, he probably had his eyes closed, which explains the terrible rolls that he got both times.
Well,
So yeah, they will scatter soon enough.
yeah. Well, Charlie, you have I don't know where you got hit. I say you rolled pretty. You rolled a 12 for that one, so I'd say you don't get hit somewhere painful like the gut or your head, but you do get shoved pretty hard in the side.
Oh, that's fair.
And just kind of parting from you with one eye being an X and the other eye being a swirl, is this UFO just kind of going, oops, okay.
Charlie kind of just stops for a second, goes like, after recovering and of not falling over and seeing people scared, it's like, oh wait, looks down, sees this little UFO and takes a second to recognize them, because I haven't seen them since a very, very brief visit just after Animus.
Yeah,
And
no,
just-
you glimpsed Cody.
Like, Charlie did bring them crayons and a silly hat.
Yeah.
But also, yeah, no, it was not a very long meeting before he had to rush off to go see other people again.
No, Cody is now plonked down and is just kind of like rolling around like a weak spinning top. Like the spin has gone out and they're just kind of like slowly spinning.
Cody? You right there, kid?
Hello. You're Charlie. You're Charlie. Yes, you're Charlie. Hello.
Yeah, one and only. You're right. What's the big idea? What's the hurry about?
You gave us those presents. Oh no, wait.
And Cody looks past you, Charlie, and is kind of darting around like in your general vicinity, but their energy seems to kind of go out of their sails as they realize,
Oh, they're gone.
think I lost them.
All right. Well, who was it that you were looking for?
You mean
And
that very
Charlie.
fast yellow blur that nearly took my head off?
And Cody reacts like, "Oh,
Sorry, I think I have massive lag again.
Oh, it's okay.
Sorry, Kai, you were saying something. I really didn't mean to cut
was
into
good.
you.
No, it's okay. I think probably what happens is what I was about to say is Charlie climbs up on top of a rubbish bin nearby to try and be able to see over the any crowd to have a look for whatever it is that Cody is looking for. But the engineer walks in just as Charlie's got like one leg up on top of this bin and the other leg kind of still hanging down, half climbing up.
Oh, hello, NG.
Hello, designation Cody. What is going on?
Oh, did you see them? Did you see M1A friend?
I saw something that looked like a streak of highlighter. Aye, yes, I think I did.
Yes. So they did go this way. Okay. So but now I don't know where they are. I've been chasing them
Is that
all
a
morning.
problem?
Oh,
Way?
I don't know. They just decided that they needed to go somewhere, and I had to. I would have let them. Usually they're fine. Usually it's fine whenever they go off on their own. They usually let me know, and then off they go. And I stay at Woodley Professor's and just wait for them to come back. But
and they look a bit confused and a little bit worried.
Gently putting the boxes of light bulbs down. Also, does a third player want to make an entrance? Because I don't want to take too much screen time.
Yeah.
No, I figured Chifley's just sort of standing back because he's gone through various different stages of processing all of that. He has approximately 5 minutes whenever he gets a hot coffee for it to stay hot, and then it turns into an ice cube. So he's just sort of, okay, I'll shove that in my hammer-space for later, and then just lean over. Cody.
oh, hello, Chifley teacher. Sorry, Chifley friend. Yes, Chifley.
And just sort of gives a little bit of a wave.
Oh, you look different.
Yes, I do.
That's a nice look. You look nice.
He just sort of bashfully rubs the back of his head. Thank you.
Actually, for the benefit of people who are new to this character, including me, could you give us a little description? Because I would love to know what Chifley looks like.
I could give you a picture 1 second. But you're looking at a Frank
I'm sorry, I don't know everybody's character.
That's completely
It's totally
fair.
fine, yeah.
So he's how tall are you, Chief? Yeah, 4'9", Frank and Arlie tune with an ice theme, and he looks like this.
He didn't always look like this, which is why Cody is a little bit.
Oh, that's precious.
So he's got a cool ice theme now.
He looks fabulous. I love
Beforehand,
that.
he did not. So Cody is a little bit like,
Yep.
oh.
Like very anime. I do love it.
Oh yeah. Yep, he's very anime. He's gonna sort of just come over and close the distance a little bit. Was that M1A that straight past?
Yeah. Yes. They usually let me know if they're going, and it's okay. It's okay if they're in a hurry somewhere or just need to get out. It's fine if they don't. They usually leave messages behind when I'm asleep, and I miss them. And they left this one behind, and you hear a good chunk, and an arm comes out of their UFO disc, and they press a little button on I guess where their shoulder would be, and you hear
you hear a couple of playback messages. You hear stuff like, I am there. You hear a couple of messages like, I am heading out. I will be back in 2 hours. Or I am going to look at the ducks today. Or, but then you hear the most recent message, which is, command, do not interfere. And Cody kind of goes, and they look a bit guilty, and they kind of go, I do not know if I should go against that request. But I've never received a message like that before. And so I'm a bit worried, and I'm trying to just, I won't go with them. I won't stop them from anything. It's just, I wanted to see if they're okay.
Seems a little unlike
they'll probably
what I'd
just
be giving orders.
It is weird. But
Yeah, they're probably just in a little bit of a rush. Gidget, I wouldn't worry too much. Just, like, they'll be fine. But if you want us to help you find them, I will say, roll insight, please, if you feel like it.
Yes.
I was going to say that's far too well behaved for Charlie.
Alright, insight. Cody is
Okay, yeah, no, with the
straight
10, Cody, yeah, with that, I think, Cody, you'd probably pick this up as Charlie being genuinely, oh no, it's fine. He does, genuinely seem like it's fine. There's maybe a little bit of mild concern, but no, it'll be alright.
Yeah. And Cody is kind of a little dejected, but they look around a bit and they kind of go,
oh, is it always this
and you quickly pan out and you notice that in this particular area of Toontown, there is a crashed car. One of the power lines is down. There's a long queue of people trying to wait for the next bus, and there seems to be some roads blocked off. And Cody goes,
is Toontown usually this messy? I have not been here before.
It varies. This is the higher end. But regarding interfering, we could always just follow and observe. That's not necessarily interfering, would you say, Charlie?
No, not at all. Interfere, as long as we don't go poking at things, or it'll be fine.
Hey, it's just simple observation, surveillance, call it that.
Yeah, and also, the other thing is, told you not to interfere. Never said anything about us.
Oh.
Aye, that's true.
Oh, that is true. Chifley, what do you think?
It's always a little bit of a worry when someone's acting out of character. I don't see any harm in tracking them down and making sure that everything is okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, so I should try and track them down, and you will help? You will assist? Is that all right?
That's what friends are for, isn't it?
Not like I had any other plans for the day. Charlie just looking at the cards scattered all over the ground.
Friends,
and make an insight check on Cody.
Okay.
18, 23, wow.
Ooh.
And a 22.
Yeah!
Cody looks look, Cody has like one functioning eye and like one cross eyes and like not a lot of expression to go on. They look like really touched. They look kind of their antennae, their one antenna is drooping, and they look just genuinely kind of touched, and like their eyes are shining, kind of deal.
Bless.
You get the suspicion that they haven't had something like this. They haven't had external support like this before.
I'm gonna say at that Charlie is going to try and reach over and do the equivalent of like scruffling Cody's hair.
Oh.
I know it's like glass and antenna, and also these UFOs tend to be pretty skittish, but also it is an ingrained instinct.
Yeah. Cody will. I'll make them do a quick whiz save. I don't think it'll be that terrible. 21. That's a nat 20.
That's a 20.
They kind of it looks like they're gonna flinch away, but whenever you do the quick ruffle equivalent, their eyes shine again, like, oh, that is very soft.
It's just gentle. It's like gently scruffle of the scruffle of affection.
With a Charlie cat paw beams
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Just that's the best possible thing. Cody's kind of like staring, like with like stars sparkling around like one eye, and then they shake their head, going,
Oh, wait. We have to focus. Okay.
and they look around and they kind of go,
If I was M1A, where would I go? I would go anywhere without telling anybody. That's apparently how they used to function.
Really depends on what they were up to as well. But they were going that way, I think.
Yeah, and I think
You just sort of points.
yeah, and I think Chifley, you saw, and Mod, you and Engineer, you saw you saw at least the streak, the direction that was past you going down that way. So
I feel Engineer's like massive perception roll there was probably more about his hearing because he is part owl. So like if he has any clue, it would probably be like what the voice went.
Yeah. Oh, that's a D10.
No, Charlie was just pulling something out of his hammer space, something that is debatable whether or not the engineer will recognize, but it's actually the detective's hat from the very beginning of Taffy Train.
Wow.
You still have that?
Well, yeah, of course. You don't know how helpful it's been. Like, realistically, it's been sitting in his hammer space for the past year.
But it was such a terrible time and you kept that thing. Oh my god.
Need it for situations exactly like this. And he grabs out just like an ordinary magnifying glass as well, and he's gonna start doing like the usual leaning over, following non-existent footsteps.
Amazing. Oh, I'm so happy. But yeah, I'd say everyone roll investigation.
Okay.
Oh, good. I am so good at those.
Now, of course, this hat only boosts perception.
Oh,
Not
no.
investigation.
Yeah, that feels right.
Oh,
But that's a 19, so...
19.
Or 21,
Nice.
actually, plus the plus 2.
now
It's the hat.
maybe the hat was more of a perception bonus, but for some reason it's still translated here into your investigation, Charlie.
Yeah, like, look, the dice passer understands narrative.
Yeah. You as you're walking, you end up heading up near a power station. It's kind of it looks a little bit run down, but there are some people running in and out of it, but for the most part there is a roadblock right in front of it, and standing there is a police dog. Is a police pupper. She is standing there, and she glances at you guys as you walk by. And you notice, and Charlie, you notice in your investigation, you spot, oh wow, what?
Sorry, no, that was stealth. Charlie is immediately hiding because he doesn't have a disguise or anything on. He is the criminal. So yeah, that's what that 26 is
Yeah.
for.
Yeah. Shoop. And Charlie has disappeared. But Charlie, you do see some faint kind of... You see some burned black marks from one of the open windows of the power station.
I think he'll probably just like lean over to whisper in NG's ear. He's probably done the thing of, again, because they're toons, you can kind of just hide behind something or someone, even if they're way smaller than you.
Engineer suddenly has a cat tail for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. But he just goes over there. Reckon that's anything?
Ugh, that doesn't look healthy. Should I ask her, or would that be inconvenient to you?
Yeah, I don't think she spotted me.
Right. I don't particularly like police, but anyway, he's sort of like hurries his way over, and it's just like, all right, what happened there? Looks pretty unhealthy.
And the police dog, she looks down at you and she says, yeah, I guess it does, yeah.
What, not allowed to say? Ah, professional, I see, very discreet. I'm impressed. But you can tell me I'm very discreet.
No, I think there was like, yeah, I'm not supposed to say, I'm sorry.
Oh, go on. If you do, I could see my way to getting an autograph or two. I'm sure you recognize me.
And does she recognize you? I'm sorry.
I hope so, my god.
NG, your ego is getting to you.
He's been there for the longest time. Oh my god, 40 years a celebrity in this town and no one gives a fuck.
I'm going to...
She's more of a moves fan.
She's...
Fine. Alright, well, he needed that.
Yeah. And she like tilts her head like a little bit expectantly, but she doesn't know. She doesn't recognize you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Engineer visibly deflates, like he's gone from orange and being puffed up to slightly sepia. He's also kind of pissed off. Fine.
Chifley, please save us.
If you are so obliging as to give me a wee hint, I may have something that could make your day better. And he's gonna reach into his hammer space. My god, I hope this one works. A 3. He brings out a tennis ball.
At this, she's like,
Okay. But I was told to stay here. Oh, but it's boring. It's boring here.
It boring. Wouldn't this make things so much better?
Yeah, but I was told I want to help, and then they said this was good. This would help, and I just want to
Look,
help.
I'll throw it once, and you have to fetch it to bring it back here. But I won't throw it unless you tell me what's going on. How's that?
Okay. Okay.
This is
Fine.
working.
Fine. Okay. Well, so I heard that. Well, you heard about the whole like the bright kind of crazy loud thing that happened last night. Where everything just kind of stopped working.
No, can't say as I did. Really?
Yeah, the lights went out for a bit and like there's this big surge or something. They called it a surge. I don't know what they mean by that. But anyway, yeah, my TV stopped working and I was sad for like 40 seconds, but then it came back on, so it was okay. But yeah, everyone was saying...
Ah, that explains why moves was in such a state. Okay.
But yeah, and so what happened here during that time, apparently, and she looks up at the burned window. Someone stole, well, no, it wasn't during that time. It was a few hours later. Someone stole an electric generator from this place.
Now that is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, what's a good girl? Who's a good girl?
Yeah,
Do you want the ball?
Yeah, please,
Okay,
please.
okay, you go play the ball.
She is off.
Okay, I'm gonna roll strength to see. I'm gonna roll this like acrobatics to see, or no, wait, athletics to see how far I throw the ball for this dog, because I want to get this dog as far away as possible for a short amount of time, but like
Yeah.
so we can get in, presumably.
Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah.
Jeez.
26.
So that's a 26 in your roll. This ball goes soaring. It's out of here, and so is this police dog. So her eyes are shining for a minute about how far it's gone, and she just she starts running, she starts bolting, her police hat flies off, and she's going to run after that ball for however long it takes for her to chase it, and she is having the time of her life.
Okay, everybody in before she gets back then.
I want to do two things just quickly. One of them is probably something Chifley would have actually done like 5 minutes ago. I'm going to roll him a quick history to see if he knows who the engineer is. Because they haven't met yet. This is the first time they've met.
Also, engineer does not do well with ice, so this is gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, no, I was talking about this.
And Shift doesn't do well with fire, so we're going to have to see how that goes. Okay, yes, he has heard of the engineer. Okay, great. Now, Inky, I want to do a quick check of the background music of this scene. Do you mind if I do that now?
Oh, please.
All right, cool. That's a 15. What's the vibe? Is it like spooky, dangerous, suspicious vibe, or what do we got?
It's not spooky, dangerous, suspicious. It's kind of just it's a little bit mysterious, a little bit hollow kind of tones. Not super spooky, but like something
Little tense?
Yeah, little tense.
Okay, cool.
Urban tension.
Chifley's just gonna, he's sort of listening to the whole vibe of what he can hear that nobody else can. While the engineer's doing this thing with the ball, and then when the police dog's just gone, he's just gonna look down at him and then look back up at the building. It's tense. Something definitely happened.
The building's tense? The building is stressed out? I mean, I know some of the buildings around here are actually sentient, so I shouldn't be that surprised.
Not so much the building, but the background music for the scene.
Oh, that's a good way of putting it. Charlie, what do you make of the situation? You're the king of sneaking.
Can I... Is there anything I could roll to kind of figure out the best way in? Because Charlie does know how to do breaking and entering.
So because the dog is gone, you notice there isn't really a whole lot of security here. It's just you can go in through the side door, or you can use the front door. People might see you going through the front door, but you suspect that no one's really caring that much at this point.
All right. I'm gonna pull. This is gonna technically part of Charlie's disguise kit. But Charlie he's got, one of those high vis safety vests.
Oh my god, yes.
He pulls one. Whips one of those out of his hammer space, layers it over his other jackets and everything.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna go striding in. Acting like he's meant to be there, sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right,
Chifley's
best way
just
in.
looking
Let's go.
Chifley's just looking at him and then looks at the engineer and then looks at himself like, well, now none of us have a particularly stealthy color palette. Well done.
Well, stealth's not the best way to go about
You're
doing
gonna
this, though, is
stand
it?
out, just lean into it.
Cody.
Exactly.
Cody is kind of like a little.
Are we allowed to do this?
Absolutely not, but you don't tell them
Let's
that.
go.
You,
Hey.
and Cody says, "You all sound like M1A," and
Maybe this is why they like you.
and,
Glad to hear we've rubbed up on him.
and Cody is going to settle on your head, Chifley.
Wiz is suddenly the character in... When did you appear in Toonkind?
Whiz has acquired a hat.
Oh dear. Chifley will not object to Cody doing this, but Cody will immediately notice that Chifley is sort of cold temperature-wise.
Yeah. Cody will shift a little bit, but they're not too bothered actually.
Good. Chifley will just sort of smile, and then if the other two are going, he's going to.
All right.
Breaking and entering.
You guys
Let's go through the
stepping
door.
in?
Yep, let's do this.
Cool. So there's unfortunately not a whole lot to see. It's very dark inside. You think there's a little bit of thoroughfare for like workers and like engineers and maintenance workers and stuff like that, but for the most part it's like row upon row of power generators. It's not a huge station. It's like maybe the size of a 2-story terrace. There's a lot of there's some wires scattered around the floor, kind of mostly tucked to the side, but you do notice once you ascend upstairs that there is definitely one missing, and it looks like it's been kind of ripped from that section there in particular. And if you want to roll a further investigation check, you might find something else.
Well, when you put it like
Always
that.
worth looking at.
Oh boy, I doubt I
that's
will.
a nat
Yeah,
20.
let's go. Let's do it.
And a 2
Oh,
4 from Charlie.
Or I might have a nat 20 and see everything. Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
30-20!
Oh, another 20.
yeah. Wonder. Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah, okay.
I was gonna have Cody roll as well, but no, that's totally yeah. Okay, so you notice where the generator was connected. You can see it's weird. You look at where the wires, or at least like the big reinforced cables, were connected, and you can see they haven't really been ripped out. They've been it looks like they've been melted through.
Does, like, I know I can't.
is
This is, Charlie can't know this because he got an absolutely rubbish roll, but I'm curious as to if the melting looks kind of like the effects of M1A's like laser gun, his blaster, their blaster.
Interesting. It does resemble. You don't think it's been blasted. You think it's been. I think engineer and Chifley, maybe more engineer, you might recognize. It's like something hot has cut through.
Yeah, I think just to be even more of a feral animal than usual, he's like been sniffing and actually like licks one of these scorch marks because like he's a part fire spirit, so like kind of recognizes what a source of heat was from what was left behind.
Yeah,
And he's like, bleh. Okay, not my usual brand, but yeah, definitely. Blimey, this is sort of plasma gun work. Very hot.
It tastes familiar. It tastes a little bit like the bit of metal that you bit whenever you're helping fix Cody.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, okay, he just relates all of that, definitely. Also, I am so sorry. I've got to step away from the computer for like 1 minute.
Sorry.
No, all
Right
good,
back.
all good.
There's someone at the door with a package.
Oh, all good.
It's package.
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 Package. Poor Chifley's looking at this. He's just like, he's never seen M1A in combat, so he wouldn't know.
Yeah,
even,
yeah,
even
no.
with the dirty 20, like,
No.
he's their music teacher. They haven't gone on adventures.
Yeah, no. It's like this. They have a plasma gun. What? No, in all of M1A's encounters with Chifley, they have never been in a combat situation. So it's like this was just after when M1A stopped like holding out their blaster at anyone new. So
We didn't even do that with Chifley. They hid under the under the bench.
they did not do that with Chifley. They were just
They were
just
not
hiding.
hostile.
Yeah, they were not hostile.
Oh dear.
Okay.
This is so out of sync.
It happens when we're on other sides of the planet.
Yeah.
I mean, we got half and half.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Compared to
Pretty decent spread.
yeah.
Oh boy.
Hope Mod didn't get.
I'm back. I'm back. Sorry.
We're just about to comment that something like the package just opened up and consumed Mod.
Oh dear. Mimic.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
It was a mimic.
All good.
Cardboard box mimic.
Also, cool that you're back. I am gonna do something. One sec.
It's always worrying when the DM says that.
Oh, no,
Okay.
I had to do too. Well, I love it.
You think you hear like a little zzz, which in a like a buzzing sound, which in a powerhouse is not a nice sound. But Cody is looking. They're rubbing one of their remaining antennae and looking a little bit like they have a headache. Ow.
Do all of us notice that?
Roll perception.
Oh, that doesn't know.
Oh boy.
Yeah. That makes sense. Oh god, poor guy, he got exploded. 23.
That's a 7 from Charlie. What the fuck? What are these rolls? What are these rolls?
You'll come in clutch when we need you, baby.
Yeah.
I know it.
Yeah. Engineer, you
Look,
notice...
I think... I was going to say, just a general joke of, I think the reason Charlie got rubbish on both this perception check and the investigation check before is he's got his magnifying back out and is just following a little line of ants somewhere.
Yeah.
Yes!
Anyway, sorry, back to the
ball.
plot.
No. Engineer, you notice like Cody just kind of rubbing at their antennae and their remaining antennae and going, ow. Ugh, okay.
Oh, yeah, right there, lad. What's happening?
Oh, okay, it's gone. Okay. Yeah, I just... Yeah, my head hurts a little bit. It's fine now, but just, yeah.
Chifley's gonna reach up and give her a
that's
little tiny
needed.
pat.
Yeah.
Cody,
I don't like the sound of that, though. Like, we should get you out of here if it's causing you pain.
Yeah, and they're kind of taking in the area a little bit, and their antenna droops a bit, and they go,
No, I do not like it here.
Well, I don't think we're gonna get much more out of it. So come on, let's hike it out of here before that dog gets back.
if you go, so are you heading outside, guys?
Yeah.
I'm hoping we haven't missed anything, but I don't like the feeling that I'm getting about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danger.
If so, once you head outside, you you see the dog that was standing guard earlier. She is still running across. It's a very bouncy tennis ball. She's still chasing it, and she's having the time of her life. And then there's another police dog who's running after her, going, "Lucy, Lucy, wait! Hey, come back! Come on! I know, man, but like."
I understand, but ball.
Only ball.
Only ball. And yeah, you guys get back onto the street, and a couple of roads you notice have reopened, but you don't see any signs of like something being dragged away or anything like that. In fact, you have no idea if there's any. You don't know if there's any signs of a generator being dragged anywhere. But would you guys like to roll? I'll be nice. Either an investigation or perception roll.
I will take the perception.
Yeah, I think I know which one of those two.
Today, apparently. That's a 12 from Charlie. God, what the fuck?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh dear!
Well, from
That's still a
Charlie,
nat one.
That's a nat 1 from the engineer, and that is.
I
Chifley.
think I kind of want to use one of Charlie's luck points just so at least one of us will maybe have gotten a halfway decent
Yeah,
roll.
go Charlie.
Also, Cody is an option. So Cody.
Okay, I will wait till that,
Cody,
and then
what
I will.
does your single eye see? What's your perception?
What do your elf eyes see?
It's a +4.
They do have a good vantage point on top of the beanpole.
That's true. Oh, that's a 20.
That's good.
They do have a vantage.
Okay.
It's the height.
Chifley has served as a good vantage point. They look around and they look a little dejected from like lack of any evidence, but they notice some like skid marks on the. They point down at the road and they go,
Oh. What is that?
and they lift off your head, Chifley. They pause, then they kind of unwind into their winged mode and shake off any ice crystals that have formed. And they head on over to the road, and there is. It looks like a few scrap metal pieces, kind of in a small trail on the side to like the center of the closed road, and working to the right of that is a very tall toon giraffe with a very long neck, working on a power pole, like a power line next to the road, and on the top of his head is
Poor Jeffrey, never been the same since Toys R Us closed.
And on the top of his head is a spider.
Not the
monkey.
retirement plan.
No plans for retirement.
Oh,
What do you do?
wait. A monkey and a giraffe? Are we doing a roll doll?
Oh, no, it's not that. But
Ah. Still a great combination.
I wish I was that clever. No. Yeah. What do you do?
I mean,
I got
Tom's
a
still
nat
got-
one, so I think this is your guys' one. Definitely, I'll just stay back here.
Like, Charlie is still wearing the high-vis vest.
Oh, awesome.
So he probably can kind of just walk over, give him a bit of a wave, and go, "Hey, don't suppose either you got a minute?"
And the spider monkey kind of goes, it's like, oh, yeah, hang on. And just, like, fireman pulls his way down the giraffe's neck and pops on down. It's like, right, all right, what is it? What do you say?
Thanks, mate. You're giving me a real favor. Got told to rush over here ASAP, but never actually got told what the heck's going on. Don't suppose you saw what was going on here?
Yeah. They called me. He called me on my work. He called me on my day off. Can you believe it? He just.
Don't they always?
Yeah. Anyway, he called. Sorry, me, the DM talking. What's a good name? For a giraffe that isn't Jeffrey.
George?
Georgie here is still having the neck problems. Georgie here is still having the neck problems, so yeah, he can't, neck sprain and all. He can't really arch his neck down or anything like that. So he's kind of stuck up there, if you know what I mean. Like but yeah, thanks, man. But yeah, just be gentle with him, like.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So the neck's important enough when you've only got a couple of joints of it. You mate, don't suppose you got a good chiropractor?
And from up above you hear.
Didn't hear a word you said, mate.
Hey, Georgie, we can't hear you. We can't hear you, man. Georgie, buddy, yeah, it's like, I'm sorry, he can't, again, he can't lean down. He's just kind of stuck up there for now. You know how it is. But yeah, look, if you can take like maybe 10 minutes or something like that. I just need to get a coffee for myself and poor Georgie here.
Nah, no problem, mate. I got you here. I'll keep an eye out, and I'll see if, don't suppose you mind me, gestures towards Giraffe, just, and kind of does he mind Charlie climbing? Yeah. Hey, Georgie, you mind, what's your name, mate? Felix. Good to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. I'm
Ben.
I'm Ben. So someone else who probably is making up a name on the spot and hasn't been doing it as long as Charlie.
All right. Pleasure to meet you, Benny boy. You go get yourself that coffee. I got things here for a bit.
Yeah. Anyway, Ben was like, I got you. Thanks, man. And Benny skedaddles and just sighs in relief.
And I'm going to. I was going to say Charlie's got to climb up the giraffe unless
roll
the engineer.
Would you like to roll acrobatics?
Yeah.
Is acrobatics or athletics? 17. I'd say. 17. I'd say that
Charlie
that does it.
Yeah, Charlie quickly scrambles up. He is nice. He does not. I wouldn't clarify. He does not use his claws because he doesn't want to hurt this guy.
No.
But now you have him sitting on top of the giraffe's head and go just like right mess this whole thing, isn't it?
And Georgie's like, oh yeah, it kind of sorry man. You're lighter than the other guy. Thanks for that.
Nah, it's no problem. Never actually got told what the heck was going on down here, though. I don't suppose you actually saw what happened?
Yeah, we were called really early in the morning. I've been here since 1 a.m. We'll thankfully be off shift by 10 a.m. today, but yeah, I'm ready to go home. I need that coffee. Yeah, so I saw while we were trying to restore the power around here, something drove past. It was crazy. They drove past us and we were apparently supposed to tell the cops where where it was coming from, but I couldn't tell you. I know it went that way, but like something just like it was a big truck. It was a crane. I didn't see much of it. I'm way up here, but like no, there was something just speeding down the street there, and I don't know why they were heading there. It's like it's nothing there. It's just like a little scrapyard, I guess.
Oh god, do these hoons ever actually have a purpose, or they're just going around because they can?
I think they're just going around like they can. Just like, yeah. I think they're just bored. I think they find anything to do and just like find ways to make things harder.
It's like they're like, get they're having fun, but they're making life worse for the rest of us. I'm just like,
Yeah.
you've been here 9 hours. Did you even get a lunch break? Or breakfast break, I suppose.
No. Wait. Look, I'm walking out as soon as I get like my next paycheck, but like for now I'm just like, it is what it is.
Yeah, no, good idea. Look,
Sprained neck or not.
yeah, no, I know how it is, mate. Look, if you're ever having any trouble, give me a call. I reckon I could probably hook you up with some other friends of mine. I'm not gonna say it's the best place ever, but it's certainly better than this mess.
Yeah. Thank you, man. And
Charlie just slips a fake business card, but it does have a number that he's got on it. I'm fully aware I've been talking for a while. I'm happy to pass things off
all
and get on
good.
with the
In
rest of
fact,
this
I'm going to roll something really quickly.
I just love the thought of Charlie up at the top of the giraffe and Chifley and the engineer just standing awkwardly at the bottom.
All you hear down. Actually, no, engineer, you might hear quite well. Engineer, you might hear like what they're saying up there with your hearing fairly well. Maybe a little bit muffled, but otherwise pretty good.
Hang on, let me roll perception. 14,
you
it's
make
like,
out-
it's
you
okay,
have-
I can miss some words,
Yeah, you're missing a few words, but you're mostly getting the gist of what you can hear, like what's going on. Chifley, you mostly hear like. like
Wah, 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 wah.
yeah wah, 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 wah,
Yeah.
wah, wah.
Yeah. Snoopy adult voice.
Anyway,
I'm not sure if engineer is nice enough to like live translate what is happening.
Yeah.
Okay, 1, he doesn't. 2, he does. He does.
he does.
Yeah. He gives a very quick summary after every other word, sort of like as to what's going on, so Chifley's up to date. He still doesn't know this guy, but you know,
Yeah,
if Cody knows him and trusts him enough to sit on his head, then yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
Chifley's just sort of tapping his chin, being all thoughtful, because he was wondering how M1A would steal a generator if it was M1A. It's like, okay, yeah, didn't know M1A knew how to drive, but all right.
And then
Thank
his
Charlie,
translation
sorry about
is
that.
kind of like, oh, that canny bastard stole a crane. That's great.
So I did roll a d2. So, and I'll light it on too. So suddenly, around you and like Charlie, particularly in front of you, you hear a loud zzz, and suddenly like this whine of like electricity kind of starting to arc out of where the monkey was working a few minutes ago. But yeah, you're also right there. And would you mind making a deck save? This poor giraffe is going to do just a flat d20.
Oh boy, that's a dirty 20 for
That's a
Charlie.
dirty 20. You're fine. Giraffe got a nat 20. Giraffe like stumbled back a little bit, like out of the arc of electricity that just like started busting through these power lines. And you can see the nearby buildings, kind of the lights in them flicker and hum a bit, and then they go back to normal. And meantime, the spider monkey Ben has come back with two star ducks, and and is just staring at where he was. Starbeaks, and is just staring at where he was like about like 10 minutes ago, and he's like blinking very slowly, and he goes like, "Hey, Georgie. Let's just walk out, okay?" Sounds good.
Charlie just like pats George on the head and just was like, ink and paper. Yeah, no, get out of here. This place ain't safe. If they're not treating these things right, they're certainly not treating you right. Not worth it.
Yeah. So
does like fireman's pole slide down and hops back on the ground.
Yeah. Yep, sounds good. Anyway, you now have a lead. They have pointed you down this other street, and it's called Chain Street. And not named after a bunch of chains, but basically named after a bunch of it's where restaurant chains go to die kind of deal. It's very run down. It's like a lot of places are boarded up. Like there's not much activity here. At the very end of the street is you can see a scrapyard. What do you do?
Go to the scrapyard. I believe.
Explore.
Alrighty.
No, we all walk in the other direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see this extinct map. This extinct, not Whack Donald's. But yeah.
Whack Donald's.
this whack.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
So yeah, you guys head down the street, and once you've reached the end, you've reached the scrapyard, and you've reached an area surrounded by this tall and barbed fence, and it has like sheets of corrugated iron patching whatever holes have appeared throughout the years for the scrapyard. And it's true to its name. It has like piles upon piles of scraps scattered around the place on this like dirt ground. It's full, and these piles are they're full of half broken and thrown away things, and some of which seem kind of a waste to toss out actually. And you also notice that on the perimeter of this place there is some machinery here. And you think it's there to process all the metal scrap that you see, but you won't really see their exact function unless you actually investigate. But at a first glance, a few things do stand out to you. To the left and right of you are two currently deactivated conveyor belts. And far in the back, you can see kind of a crane holding a disc shape. You can also see a forklift tucked away in the corner, also in the back. And you can also see an excavator, which has seen better days. You can't tell if it's there to help with the scrap or it's there to be scrap. But finally, and probably the most eye-catching, is this large and strange construct in the center of the yard. And it resembles a very large and hulking robot of sorts. And it's not quite as tall as the excavator, but it's getting there. Its shell seems to be made up of scrap parts, but despite how worn down each piece looks, it looks sturdily and carefully constructed, and it currently sits motionless. And in front of this huge construct floats someone familiar, and they are studying it intently, and it is M1A. What do you do?
Charlie resists the urge to just yell out.
Well, we found them.
Cody is close to calling out, and they kind of remember, wait, I was told not to interfere, but they're right there. Oh, they're here. They're here. That's good. That's good. We found them.
I wonder what they're up to. Should we watch or actually just pack it all and go and say hi?
Did they build this?
Are you
It looks like it.
are you saying
A little
that
bit of
right?
recon while going on. So, like, Charlie is advocating for just watching for a minute to see what is actually going on.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Let's do that.
Sure he's gotten.
And already, hang on. Let's see.
I don't know. Is this a stealth? Oh, Inky's rolling. That's ominous.
And antennae twitches, and M1A turns around. They blink.
Oh, hey! Didn't see that?
Hey, Frisbee, how's it going?
Small polite wave.
Engineer. Charlie friend. Chifley friend. Cody. Hello.
Hi! What have you got there? It looks like quite a project you've got.
Oh, yes. It is a project. I wanted to experiment a bit with what I could find here, but I ran out of time. I'm testing power sources.
It is big.
What? Sorry, you go with.
Oh no, that's all he was gonna say. It's just like, it is big. It's like, yes, you would need a lot of power for that. He's just sort of giving it this. I don't know what to say about this giant robot.
Yeah.
Understand.
I feel like the engineer is impressed. Like, it's a big ass robot. Like, part of him is like, oh, that's exciting, but he's also like, what do you mean ran out of time? Time for what? What deadline were you working to? What's it for?
What can I ever go on it?
Oh, that is a good question. I like that one.
Oh, well, I just ran out of time to be here. It's time for me to go back.
Go back.
And Cody.
Go back where?
Oh, to the Great Machine. I've spent too long here.
M1A.
The engineer has heard about the Great Machine. I don't think the engineer likes the Great Machine at all.
Yeah. Chifley's just gonna look at Cody.
Cody is their eye is wide, and they go forward and they say,
Wait, M1A, are you going back? Wait, you're going back all alone? What? Why are you going back? I mean, I will understand if you do, but what?
and M1A looks at Cody and says,
Oh, you cannot come with me. It is safer for you here, and you do not belong at the Great Machine anyway.
Ouch.
Ooh,
and Cody kind of, they're gonna roll something really quickly.
engineer is making the grimace face. Like, the grimace emoji. Like,
Oh god, yeah, no, Charlie's right there with that.
Yeah, same.
I just see all three of them, like, silently
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
between the two UFOs. Like, oh god, this got awkward real fast.
That's a 19, and Cody's eye, their remaining eye, is very wide at first, and then it narrows a little bit. And M1A goes, You have no use here.
You have no use there. I still have function there. You can stay useless here with all the other useless people. Nobody can reprimand you for it. That is what I know.
Whoa, now! Hold on!
That's not right.
Hey. I think, yeah, Engineer's like actually stepping between them, like, M1A, what? That's not you. That is not how you talk. That is not how you talk about your friend.
Also, we had a big old talk about how no one's actually useless. So, yeah, this isn't sounding like you, mate.
And Cody's eyes still narrowed, and they go,
I think it is as they say. You are not M1A.
and with that, M1A blinks and says,
That is correct.
and you hear this deep rumble, and you see the construct behind M1A shudder as a single light from within the helmet blinks to life, and it steadily stands with a groan
Okay, lighting this on now.
and a whir of exhaust, and you can hear the power generator from within start humming and buzzing to life. And it is here where M1A's eyes start to pixelate. They sort of start to deform. These two distinct eyes sort of turn into a mess of yellow pixels. And the saucer part of their ship sort of goes from its usual flat position to facing you directly. And the antennae adjust so that they are on either side of their head. And they say,
I am not M1A Sentry class.
and the pixels that were once their eyes shift into the shape of one single eye that covers their entire face, and it stares at you three.
M1A is me.
And we're going to take a quick break.
I hate that. Oh,
Inky.
oh dear.
Oh dear. Cool. Alright.
So good.
Alright. That's chill. I'm okay with this. No, I'm not.
Oh boy.
Okay, 5-minute break. For me to
5-minute
process
break,
this. Oh,
and
man.
I have art really quickly. I didn't
I
drop it.
see this.
Where did I put it?
Blaze Dragon just said, "Excuse me while I launch out the window." Yeah, fucking mood. Is it panic time? I think so.
All right, did it load? Yeah, it should be in the player discussion.
Oh boy.
Massive Kirby vibes.
Oh,
I
gosh.
like that. Oh
We all
boy.
gonna
boy.
die.
Alrighty. I'm going to drink some water and shake myself out of it, and let's reconvene in about like 5-10 minutes.
Yay.
Cool.
Yeah,
Also,
we'll be
Inky, you're rocking
right
this.
back.
Very good, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you guys for being amazing. Okay, muting. Be right back.
Yeah, bye. crying and yelling and screaming.
Yeah, more or less.
What the fuck? Oh God, no, my baby! Ah!
Oh, man.
Maya, what did they do to you? I'm gonna smack a bitch. Well, I'm gonna smack a giant robot.
Yeah, then we gotta figure out this whole
no!
hive mind bullshit. Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, I have an idea, but I'm also kind of like, I don't know. Oh no. Oh God.
Oh, man. Chif doesn't know anything about electronics. He knows electrical
Engineer's just
instruments.
about getting there. Mechanics is his things, like clockwork and trains. Like this whole electronic thing is like, man. You ever tried to understand like binary code? Like fuck that.
No.
Shit's
No, it is-
complicated. Analog forever.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay.
You know binary? You're more powerful than me.
So we're about to
Well,
get
that's not
squished by a
very easy to
giant
do.
mech, yeah?
Yeah, we
Seems
are.
like it.
I mean, the good news is that engineer already kind of stood in front of you just because that was in character, and now I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's where the meat shield should be. So,
Oh god. All
and
right.
again, the activation word for the sword is peck, so he definitely like just swore under his breath. Like, oh shit! Here we go.
Okay.
This is
Oh,
perfect.
good. Chif gets to use his new magic for the first time.
Yay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Mm.
it's time to roll initiative.
Shit. What's your initiative, Chif? Okay.
Oh baby, what is my initiative? Okay, so 18, very nice. Oh,
Oh,
hello.
23.
Okay,
Hmm.
Appropriate?
Just gonna write that
I
down.
guess.
Oh, wait. What on earth is my initiative bonus? That's 22 from... Yeah, no, we're
Holy
all pretty
cow.
prepped for this.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The danger senses were tingling.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there was this inherent sense of wrong the moment you walked in, so like...
Yeah.
Alright, sorry, just gonna quickly get numbers down.
And sometimes Chifley makes others around him hear the background music involuntarily, so maybe it was just that rising tension of
Yeah.
violin in the background is like, oh boy!
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait, I need to get up those. I've got an attack hack sheet, which helps me because, my god, he has so many things to do with his attacks. Where did I put that?
Alright. Cody, you're joining.
There it is.
Oh, Cody, that's a nat one.
Oh, baby.
No.
dear.
Cody's a little.
no.
Cody's I don't know if Cody is taking this well.
Baby boy.
Understandably.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Like, Cody would be in shock, and it's his friend, and this is sad.
Yeah. Let's see.
No! Having emotions.
Plus 2.
I am concerned.
I have concern.
Mm.
And finally, one more. Okay, you just get a 20. Cool.
Good. We like that.
Oh!
We like it when the bad guys get that.
Yeah.
Glad they are also unprepared.
Yeah. Oh. I'm gonna say Cody gets to go before that. Just at least they're both rolled nat ones, but. All right.
Yeah, but like Cody got the +3, so...
Yeah. So
Yeah, got that bonus.
this guy has no initiative. Okay. All right. Well. Hey guys. We have this massive golem. This massive construct just looming above you guys and staring down. And I guess the eye of the great machine stares down at you in turn. What do you do?
Shit.
Feel free
Chifley's
to
gonna be armed. That's what he's gonna do.
Feel
It's like,
free.
oh dear.
I will say, feel free to look around to see if there could be anything.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna perceive some shit. That would be a good way to start this, huh?
That is
That's
true.
an
11! My god! Wham!
Sure as a scrapyard.
I guess I'm looking at the big robot in front of me. I guess
Yeah.
that is what I
Yeah.
am looking at.
Yeah. Sure as a scrapyard. Sure are things around you.
Sure. About to be one. Yeah. So wait, are we doing this in initiative order, or is everybody rolling perception now?
We'll go in we'll go in initiative order from here on out.
Okay. All right. So it is NG, or is it Charlie? No, it is NG. Okay.
Yeah. And you're actually
yeah,
first.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I think the first thing he's gonna say is like he's actually gonna say to Cody like, when I took you apart, there was something in you that someone had put in that wasn't meant to be there. If we can get that out of M1A, I don't know if it'll change it, but it may be possible that is what is doing this.
Cody is very shaky. I'm gonna say that they're very shaky based on that nat 1 initiative roll, but they look over at you, engineer, and they go, Is there something inside M1A that this is
I think there could be.
Cody is going to, once it's their turn, they are going to make a history check, but
Okay.
But yeah, that's what they're focused on their turn.
Okay, well, there's only one thing I'm good for, so let's do that. He's going to go and hit the big robot with
Okay.
his big sword.
Roll.
He is, however, yeah, he's gonna roll attack on that, but he's going to use booming blade.
Ooh.
So instead of doing 2 attacks in one turn, because barbarian,
Yeah.
that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Magic. We decided that I only do 1 attack per round with magic because otherwise things get crazy real fast.
Yeah, fair enough.
So the sword starts crackling with electricity, and it sort of looks like the engineer got so pissed off that the electricity came out of him and is just like, okay, time
Oh,
to wreck
shit.
some shop. Yeah. Okay, actions. What is my attack for this sword? It's a big plus fucking 9. Dear God, please hit. Please hit.
That
Yes,
definitely
yes,
hits.
yes. Okay, so this is the initial attack, and if the robot moves, like at all,
Yeah.
like in terms of movement, then it will take another 2d8
Holy shit.
electrical damage. So that's 23 to start
Holy
you off
shit.
with. That's the start.
Tasty.
Holy shit. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that makes it stagger back a little bit. Hang on. What is math? Yeah, that
It's also really short, so it's just like come out and hit it in the shin. Like,
Yeah. It just stumbles back. You think if
Go
it were
for your Achilles heel.
sentient, it would be like grabbing its knee and hopping, but no, it just kind of like does a little and then just kind of looks at you, engineer.
Mm-hmm.
It was lightning damage, right?
If the robot moves, then it will take 2d8 thunder damage.
But the sword itself was
No, that's all impact, slicing, and fire, baby.
okay. Cool, awesome. Just checking.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Charlie, it is your turn.
Charlie is gonna just spend a moment, like, firstly taking in what's going on. Secondly, okay, it's a fight. He's down for another fight. And but he has this moment of kind of just letting his head fall back for a minute, so he's staring up at the sky, just, I don't want to do this because it's really cool, but, oi, you, fuck off! And he's going to be casting Shatter, specifically level 3. I'm going to need... And considering it's made of crystal, please make a Constitution saving throw at so it's made of metal. Sorry, please make a disadvantage Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Is it a type of what type of damage is it? Is it magical damage or?
It's going to be thunder damage,
Okay.
but specifically, you still got.
Okay.
It's made of metal. Disadvantage.
Yeah. Alrighty. So wait, that's sorry. Con save.
Con save.
Yeah. So now.
And I will note I'm specifically aiming it at this thing's head so it doesn't hit NG.
Thank you very much.
That's
I
a
appreciate
15.
Does
it just miss?
Beats it.
Oh,
Fuck.
beats it.
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I mean, you're still going to be taking half damage.
Yeah. So still, yeah.
So once it's 4d8 halved. So please take that's 9 damage, 9 thunder damage.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
And a very loud, painfully intense ringing noise basically echoes around this thing as Charlie swears at it.
For miles around, you hear the echo of "fuck off!"
Charlie has just taught many children a new word.
Yeah. Cody's eyes are shining. And the eye of the great machine kind of narrows and goes, I see. Crass.
Wait, one moment. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere, is it possible to have also hit? Actually, no, Charlie wouldn't want to hit M1A's body, because even if this thing's still silent. Never mind, don't worry.
Okay, gotcha. All right, next is Chifley.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna say, unless you want me to roll a half space for him to get his weapon out, he's now holding a stick with a pointy bit of ice at the end, so his spear has ice at the tip.
Well, keep in mind there are things around.
Oh yes, I'm gonna roll that perception first.
That's a 13. What can I give you? You notice that nearby is a pile of scrap. Mm-hmm. And you think that you from a surface level there's actually something kind of cool sticking out of it, and a couple of other it's a bit of a waste that there's some stuff here. Actually, if you dug down a bit, then maybe you'd find something cool, but you can either do that or go for an attack.
Honestly, I think the hulking behemoth is probably the priority.
That is fair.
Okay, cool. So Chifley is going to cast a spell thing. But do I have to roll a attack? Yes, I do. Okay, so he's going to cast Chilling Ray, which is very similar to Chilling Ray. That is a 6.
Oh.
That is a 6. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a 6. Okay,
a 6.
so I'm gonna say that probably doesn't hit it.
No. Its AC is no.
I really hope that doesn't hit me.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna argue, since it wasn't a nat 1, I don't think it hits engineer, but maybe it skims past
thank you.
and
there's these 3 blasts. These 3 blasts of very cold that just go through the air and probably collide with the metal going ding 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 in the distance, but not the one he was aiming at. And that Chifley's just sort of got this bit of a jump and just sort of looks at his spear a little bit. I should have seen that coming. Okay, great.
I think with the one that goes past engineer's ear, he's like, easy!
I only had this magic for like a week. Break.
I will have had this head for a long time. I'm rather attached.
You'd hope so. Can you do anything else, Chifley? Nope. Nope. That's him. That's him done.
All good. Well, all right. It is the Eye of the Great Machine's turn, and they're gonna go. What are they gonna do? And they go, all right. They go, all right then. And they are going to... No, it's a 15. I don't quite think that gets it. They duck, they zoom and duck behind the hulking figure. And they're going to hide. However, that's a pretty low roll. It's a middling roll at best, so if you guys look hard enough, you probably would be able to find them pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah. All the other thing is like it would generally be against our passive perceptions, so I know I'm Charlie. Yeah, so it's beat Charlie's passive perception.
Dang it! All right, you guys.
Your shit though.
Yeah, Chif's passive is 14.
Yeah, same. Oh
My
well.
passive is 19.
Well, nope.
Shit.
They've vanished. And Cody. It is your turn. And they're shaken. They're a bit shaken, but they look around a little bit to you three, and they look at you, engineer, actually do they? And they go, you are going to... Oh, wait, sorry. Yeah, there was something else they were going to do. They're going to roll a history check.
I'm just writing out the order here because I don't know if anybody has yet.
Yeah. Oh, I've got it written down, but yeah, I should have put it up there. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's okay.
17. They're thinking. They were thinking about something there that wasn't supposed to be. There's something in their ship. If their ship isn't fully functional, then maybe it will stop working.
Yes, that could work. Sorry, he's still ducking around the feet of a giant robot.
Yeah.
What you're saying, Gidget? If we take out M1A, this will be over.
And they look a little bit uncertain, but they ultimately suddenly look very determined, and they say, yes.
Right, we'll do our best.
Thank you.
And I don't do, after like a history check, can they do another move, or probably not?
You're the DM, you get to pick.
You can use your movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the DM. What am I talking about?
I think Cody is going to at least pull themselves away from the fight a little bit, but they're going to keep a firm eye out for M1A. They probably can't do like a magic thing after this, right?
Normally, like a
right?
skill check of some kind in combat would take an action.
Yeah. So probably, yeah. Let's see. Nope, I can't. Okay. But they're ready. Okay. After that, it is the construct.
Oh boy.
Let's see.
Hey.
They look at you, engineer, because hey, that hurt. Like the guy over there, they maybe threw a few ice cubes or something like that. That guy yelled really loudly at it and didn't appreciate that. But you're a bit of a threat here. So what they are going to do is they are going to try and hit you. Let's see. And
How many options for my demise are there?
Let's see. That's a 15.
Nope.
Doesn't get you.
It missed.
It missed.
Nope.
You hear a loud bang as a wrecking ball embeds itself into the ground right next to you.
Okay. Cool. Love that. Yeah. Fine.
And we're back at the top of the order. Engineer, what are you gonna do?
I'm not sure because the thing is, his passive perception is 19, so he knows where M1A or the Great Machine is. On the other hand, he's kind of engaged in combat with the big fucking robot and doesn't want it to go after anybody else because he has hit points. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do, if I may, a Shadow of the Colossus thing. So I'm gonna run up the chain and the arm where this giant wrecking ball has just landed next to me. I want to get it, like, at it. Like, the shin was fun, but no, I want to get it in its properly.
Please do so.
Do I have to roll something?
I say roll acrobatics.
Okay, that's my acrobatic. Okay, that's well, I hope this works, because my god, it would be fun if it does.
That's a 14. I think, I don't think you make it all the way up its arm. You slip, much like the main character, Shadow of the Colossus, does, and you're holding on to its elbow, and it is going to try and shake you off really quickly.
Okay, all right. Fair enough. I was gonna say, like, if I'm allowed, I would stab it in that joint, but you go, because this is exciting.
I'm just gonna say, straight. Let's see, what's your strength?
Damn it! This would make such a good movie.
I hate this. That's a 10. It doesn't. It's more. I don't think it really comprehends how tightly you can hold on. So like it tries to shake you off. I don't think it succeeds. I think.
Claws, motherfucker.
Yeah. You're pretty dug in there.
Yeah. Am I allowed to try and take a sneaky stab at the arm, or is that too cheeky? Because, like, I get it. Like,
I don't know.
I mean, like, you did your movement.
You did your movement. You technically didn't do your
I did. Is that okay? Can I give it a little sneaky stab? A little stab. A little stabby.
Let's do it. Let's do a little sneaky stab.
Okay. That's very kind of you. I can't do the magic thing anyway, so it's just a straight attack with the sword, because I've got that out and I only have 2 hands. Okay, +9. I guess I'm like, I'll only get 1 attack. I wouldn't do the usual barbarian 2 attacks.
Chifley, you hear the swell of dramatic orchestra music as like something that looks like oil busts from like the elbow joints of this creature.
Oh man. Okay, so this is one-handed, so it's a D8 plus 5 plus 2. Yeah.
Oh, that's
okay, that'll do.
That'll do it.
20, nice. Do I get covered in oil, man?
You might.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
This is the second time.
Alrighty. Charlie.
Okay,
is your
Charlie is going to go hunting for the Great Machines or M1A or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do perception.
Yeah.
+5, and because that was a, the energy cut is a mess is great. Because that was a shit roll though, I'm going to use a luck point
Yeah, that's
to
fair.
try and get better than a 12,
Come
please.
on.
15.
15.
I mean,
Would that be technically a meets it beats it? Because the stealth
I
roll
believe
was 15.
yeah. I believe so. You are the DM though, so it's up to your discretion.
I'm gonna say yes because I gave Maud a sneaky stabby. I'm going to say this meets it beats it. So you do see the Eye of the Great Machine darting around to the other side. You notice that they're trying to close in a little bit on Chifley.
Oh dear. I think then Charlie again, he knows this is the sort of thing that tends to work better on machinery because of the amount of stuff he has blown up before. I think he's gonna go like, no you don't, whip out his air horn and just honk it in the direction of M1 Great Machine. Again, mostly just casting Shatter again because it's
God.
effective. Just
So that's
yeah,
casting.
con saving throw again, please.
Yep. Con save. L1A's
With disadvantage.
L1A's most. That's an 8 straight off the bat.
Yep, no.
Off to a great start.
It's a 15. No.
Yeah, no,
so
the 8.
no.
The 8. So you are going to be taking 3d8 thunder damage. So of course I roll all 2s. So that's 6 thunder damage. Charlie's not having a great time.
Well,
I think it's like just the whole honk.
Yeah.
Oh, this thing gives the air horn a bit of a shake. Like, oh yeah, it must be running empty.
Yeah. All right. Well, Charlie, you see the Eye of the Great Machine look at you after and squint a little at the sound, and you see a crack suddenly form in the glass dome, and like a shard or two comes off, and you hear a quiet voice go, later note, reinforced shell.
Oof. All right. And the one other thing Charlie's going to do, he hasn't really moved around yet, but he is going to yell out to Chifley, like, "Oi, Jack Frost, watch your back!" And congrats, you have bardic inspiration. You can add a D8 to your D20 roll.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Splendid. I adore that. Thank you.
I've got to come up with terrible nicknames for everyone.
All right, Jack Frost, it's your turn.
Please. Okay. What are you gonna do, Chef? I think you're gonna go with something that you actually experience in doing, even though it's kind of a bit that. Okay, so Chip's gonna just sort of look over at Charlie and just frown a bit, but then he's gonna. Is the wrecking ball still in the ground, or has that come up with its flailing around with the engineer?
I think because it was trying to shake off the engineer, I'd say it's back up.
Okay. Is this a very short, stubby legs kind of situation, like Zog from the 3D
Yeah,
Astro
oh,
Boy movie?
Absolutely, it is. Yes.
Okay,
Big
cool. So there's
hulking
not going to
top.
be a whole lot of. Yeah, okay. So Chip's going to get as close to its legs as he can, and he's going to cast Inflict Wounds at 2nd level.
Inflict wounds.
Inflict Wounds.
Ooh. Let's see.
So damage increases by 1d10 for each spell. First, okay, cool. So I have to roll these. Does a 17 hit it?
It's a nasty spell. I love it.
Unfortunately, it does not.
Dang it!
You can add the bardic inspiration if you
can
want
Oh,
to
yeah.
use it.
Yeah.
What was that? That is a D8?
D8.
Oh man.
I think
true.
that beats it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay! Okay, so that's
Yes.
40-10.
Oh, that's nasty.
40.
We have also learnt that this thing has an armor class of 18 or above.
Yep.
18.
18. Speaking of 18, yep, that's how much damage you take.
And that's necrotic damage.
It's necrotic
If that
damage.
matters.
Does that
Yeah.
matter? It sadly doesn't, but yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a nasty. It stumbles.
If we found out the robot had flesh, I would be kind of freaked out.
Oh no, I would be. I would be freaked. I was like, wait, I wrote this. This wasn't
We don't
supposed to
even
happen.
Yeah.
But yes, it staggers back, and now you hear kind of a small sigh off screen, and they go, all right, time to find a better part of reinforcement.
Uh-oh.
And they are going to, because it's their turn now, unfortunately, unless you had something else to do, Chifley.
No, I do not have any useful bonus actions,
Okay.
fortunately.
You don't want to run away from the giant robot that you just had to run up and touch?
I mean, if he's got any movement left, he'll probably back up a bit. Because he doesn't want to get stepped on.
They have dove into one of the junk piles and they are quickly grabbing a whole bunch of stuff. They're quickly picking through and they've grabbed some plating and they are now heading towards the big construct, specifically towards what looks like one of the slashes that has happened, or like some of the damage. And next is Cody, who is, let's see, they're kind of glaring at like the massive construct now, and they point at the construct, and then with an eye narrowing, they point downwards, and surrounding them is some digitized looking energy, like some glowing blue energy of arrows that point down. And they have attempted to cast Bane. So let's see
Ooh.
if that works.
DDR attack. Love that.
You drew that not that long ago.
Yeah, exactly. I've forgotten how to. Yeah.
I love it.
20 plus. Yeah. Unfortunately, that does not quite hit.
Aww.
The arrows kind of bounce off of the construct, who isn't too fussed, and Cody kind of droops with it, but they sharpen back up and they're ready to focus again. And now it's the construct's turn. Engineer, are you still on its arm?
Oh, I sure fucking am.
All right. It is going to. I'm gonna say it's.
Stop hitting yourself.
Well, okay. So, fun fact: it has a -4 to intelligence. So, would it be in character?
Ah,
if it's
yes.
try and
I
do
mean-
that.
Please.
Make
I was
it
hoping that was
insane.
okay.
Let's see. It's going to take its other arm, which is a nice big kind of broad sword, a la Cloud from Final Fantasy VII, and it because it's closer and is going to try
Nice.
and hit you with it. And let's see. That's a 26.
Fuck me. That's a
Uh,
26. Even if I cast shield, that's
yeah,
gonna hit me.
that
Yeah,
is
that
gonna hit.
definitely hits me.
All right. Let's see.
Yep. He's hanging off with one arm. That makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
fine. Oh god, this is
Yeah.
gonna hurt.
Yeah, and it's slashing damage. So, all right.
Jeez.
That's a 21.
Oh! Hey. I mean, it could be much worse, but that's still gonna hurt, man.
Yeah.
And he's got like oil all over him. He's kind of like, this does actually suck a little bit.
Yeah,
Ow!
yeah.
Woo.
So that hits pretty severely, but
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm.
I'm actually going to make you roll another strength check to see if you hold on.
Okay, would that be saving, I guess?
Saving, yeah.
I feel like it would be.
Yeah, saving.
Okay, good, because I have a +9 in that. Please hang in that energy, come on. Yes!
Yeah, say
please!
that just does it.
19?
Yeah. So,
19 is good! Please!
yeah.
Alright. I did roll very low, actually.
To
that
be
was-
fair, you are also covered in oil. You just got hit
I
by
am
something.
covered in oil. I kind of did that to myself,
Yeah.
didn't I? Shit, oh well.
But yes, back at the top of the order, NG, buddy, how are you doing?
I'm having a great day. Not gonna lie, a part of him is enjoying how epic this is, but it's also kind of like, I don't like you, you are hurting my little UFO friend, fuck you. I don't know what to do to roll for this, but like part of him is trying to figure out, because they have realized that this big generator that was stolen must be the power source for this robot. Can I, as an engineer, deduce where in this thing it would have been placed? I mean, myself would say the body, obviously, but I don't know.
What am I gonna make you roll for that? I'm gonna say, I'll say perception.
Ooh, that's very kind of you.
Because I could say investigation, but perception, it's a very loud generator. You can hear where it's coming from. So
That is a very cool way of saying I'm allowed to use my bonus for +9. Thank you. 18.
it is absolutely coming from the center, like its upper torso.
Mhm.
Like
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna try and climb his way towards that. Like, he is doing Shadow of the Colossus. He's gonna find the right place and
to
stick
do
the sword in there,
stabby.
even if it takes a long time to get there. So what do I have to roll? Do I have to just like, I don't know if I would be able to like do an attack because I've already done perception and hanging on. So
Yeah.
I guess I would
I
just
think-
be like trying to climb my way there.
Yeah, just climb your way there for this round.
Okay. Again, do I have to roll for that, or are we going off that other?
Climbing is technically an athletics check, so
Yeah,
Let's
that's-
do
that's what
athletics.
I'm
Yeah.
Yet another +9. Here we go again. Oh, 13. That's not great.
You slip a little bit. I think you end up like back down at like the hip.
Fuck. Ah! Yeah, he
Bit
tries
too
to
greasy.
ppepically onto the chest and just
Yeah.
lands on their hip, and he's like, "Oh, this is not a good place to be.
Yeah.
Actually, this is
Yeah.
terrible."
Yeah. Yep. All right, Charlie.
okay. I think Charlie is currently kind of facing off against the Great Machine / M1A, because everyone else, they can deal with the giant robot. This is Charlie. D&D is here to be a nuisance.
It's a very important task.
Oh, all good, Mod.
Exactly.
Mod just fixing
I'm trying to think what he's gonna do. I want to make him run up and try and do it kind of like jump, land on the ground right next to M1A and cast Thunderwave.
Oh god. Well, you'll be
I
you'll
love
be
me some
using your
Thunderwave.
movement and your I say that
Yeah.
that will give that a try. Yeah.
Yeah, make a con save, please. You don't have disadvantage this time,
Okay. Let's see. Plus. Oh, not plus. That's a 9.
though. Ah, nope. 8, and please take 11 thunder damage and get pushed 10 feet away from where Charlie just stomped.
Oh god. They're gonna go flying back towards the fight, I think. And Charlie, you landed like right next to them, right?
Yeah, I think with the whole give us our friend back as he lands, and yeah.
And I think the eye of the great machine looks at you, Charlie, after like collecting themselves, and they say, M1A Sentry's databank reads, Charlie Black, function, teacher and friend. Wore his ears, taught me how to steal car, gave us animus gifts, talks fast, fur is soft, kinder than appears, safe. Observation, you are a terrible influence.
Absolutely, proud to be one.
Yes. Not incorrect.
And they look at Chifley, who's probably closer now, and they say, M1A Sentry's databank reads, Chifley Forde, function, friend and teacher, gives us music lessons, ally of Missy Forde and Luna, quiet, taught me how to drum, hair is very blue, safe. And they tilt their head at you, and they say, you should know better than to teach such dangerous things. And finally, they look at you, Engineer, and they say, M1A Sentry's databank reads Engineer, function, engineer, and friend, possible star, ally of Woodlick Professor, strange, initially annoying, helped mend Cody, wiser than appears, kind, safe. Well now, a star, that is interesting.
Don't like this.
I don't think he says anything. He's just glowering at this guy, and he does glow very brightly.
Very
Chif's
interesting.
glaring.
I expected M1A to Sentry to return. They had to return to their function back home. Their mission. What could possibly be so fascinating here that would keep M1A Sentry away from their post for 52 cycles?
We've obviously got something you don't.
Might have something to do with that word that's kind of popped up in the descriptions you just did for all of us. You know, friend?
Friend. Safe. Quite useless. I am intrigued, but ultimately disappointed. This glimpse to this place has been interesting.
You're not the only one.
A fun way to pass the time, but not enlightening. I do not understand the interest in such a place. Why has my eye wandered here? I suppose I will have to find out later. We are short on resources where we are. I am merely collecting M1A Sentry class to resume their post. And you, C0D3 defunct, I am being merciful. You may remain here if you so wish. And Cody takes in a breath, and they say,
Does M1A wish to be here? Does M1A wish to be back at the Great Machine? Do you care? Have you ever thought of us other than my cells, my eyes? What else are you but extensions of me? M1A Sentry, you are my M1A Sentry is my eye. C0D3, you once functioned as a cell. I will not dispose of a perfectly good eye, but you. A cell like you, when cells start to ail us, you know what we do. They are excised. Would you guys like to roll a perception check?
Yes.
Yeah, sure, I would love to do that. Sorry, like, I feel like I should say something, but I don't know what to fucking say.
The ground under Chifley is now steadily being covered in ice, and he is visibly ticked off.
I feel like some of the oil on Engineer may have caught fire at this point, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
All right.
He's smoldering, for sure.
All three of you notice this. Charlie, you've probably had a few instances where you've run into something flammable, right?
Oh, yeah,
Looks at
maybe
the
he,
engineer.
just
Yeah.
maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Hi.
And before stuff like this, before flammable stuff explodes, you can typically see like the air distorting, like a gas leak nearby or something like that. You can see like you know what a gas leak looks like.
Yeah.
And Chifley, you've probably seen gas on the stove, like, and how it kind of warps a little bit. And you notice that out of this crack in the Eye of the Great Machine's glass dome, there is that kind of leaking kind of, it looks like there's like a gas leaking out of it.
Oh, I've seen that before.
And yeah, Engineer, you have seen this before. In fact, Engineer, you can roll history for that if you.
Do I have to? I mean, like, I feel like he wouldn't forget
He wouldn't.
that.
Yeah,
that was amazing.
No, he wouldn't forget that. Okay, he doesn't have to roll history then. Yeah, Engineer, you.
Okay, thank you.
You recognize this. You recognize this. You saw this when you were repairing Cody. You saw this whenever Cody's own helmet had been broken, and they had removed the duct tape basically off of the hole in their helmet. Do you remember what happened next?
I'm sure what fucking do. Vudler grabbed his hand and made him, like, put a spark on his finger or a flame and shoved it into the gas, and it exploded, which is why he wouldn't forget that. And it was that which brought Cody back to life, basically. This gas caught fire,
and it burned incredibly bright for a short while, and then it resumed looking like Cody.
All right. It's technically your turn, Chifley, now.
Oh, okay. Great. How many things can I do? Chifley
Would
doesn't know
engineer be allowed to yell about that before? Like, because the other two don't know that.
Yeah,
I feel like I should tell.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
so
Whilst
just
hanging
reaction.
onto the robot, he's just like, Peck, ignore everything that thing is saying. Set it on fire. Like, literally. That's gonna help.
Cody
I promise this time it's actually gonna be a good thing.
Cody immediately goes, "What?"
I set fire to you, and now you're you again. I don't know how it worked, but that gas coming off it, just pecking like a spark or a flame or something. Excuse me, I'm a bit occupied.
If Chifley was not
Still
in the middle
hanging
of
onto this
combat, he would just be doing prayer hands. It's like, I used to know fire magic. God
Yeah.
damn it!
It's like you're talking to the ice magic person to do a fire spell.
Oh, okay.
Prestidigitation, my beloved.
I mean,
Yeah.
technically, yeah.
Yeah.
That would technically work. Light or snuff out a candle, torch, or small campfire. Yeah.
Prestidigitation, my beloved.
Okay.
It is the best.
Okay.
spell.
Oh, the one thing is, range 10 feet.
I did say
Where are you standing? Where is
I
everyone?
did say that Charlie pushed the great
No, you're right. Yes.
pushed it back towards the fight. So I'd say I'm gonna call that Chifley's at least within range, if only just.
Okay. Cool. Chifley's definitely going to hesitate for a hot second, just racking his brains, trying to think of what fire he still has access to. But yeah, he'll use prestidigitation to
All right. Is that
do that little spark.
do you have to roll for that, or is that a?
Not ordinarily, but I mean, it depends on whether or not they're going to try and dodge, I guess.
I will say after, sorry engineer, after you broadcast that, I think
Okay.
they are going to try and dodge, so maybe
Alright.
roll to hit.
Okay, cool. Let's see how well this goes. Oh, okay.
I say that gets it. You see, you throw a spark of flame their way.
Ooh.
The eye widens, and I think they realize as soon as they try and duck, their eye goes half lidded, and they say, "Very well." And can everyone make a con save?
Yes.
Because
Oh, baby. All right.
Oh,
Oh,
I was going
dear.
to say I'd do mine at disadvantage for other reasons, but you know what? I think the six.
Charlie.
oh, that's not good.
I might
Oh,
just go
dear.
just in case.
Oh,
Nope,
no.
6 or a 6.
why are the squishies rolling so badly?
Oh no. Okay. No,
I mean, I haven't taken any damage, so I'll be fine.
Don't say that.
I'll be
I'll be fine.
I'll be nice. I'll be relatively nice. Those who rolled below 15. Actually, wait, no. Hang on. Let's see what I can do. I'm gonna say those who rolled below 15, please take 1d6 fire damage.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's nothing.
Oh,
I'm worried about I'm worried about Chifley.
Okay,
who-
no.
10 points
No,
of
that's fair.
damage,
10
double
points of
damage
damage.
to fire. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Charlie is very lightly singed. He's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, cool. Cool. And
But,
there
though.
is a massive explosion. I think anyone who, well, unfortunately, Chifley and Charlie, you're both thrown off your feet. The big construct kind of doesn't really stumble back, but just kind of like, you can see it kind of reel back a little bit from the shockwave. Engineer, you feel the shockwave too, but you're still grabbing onto this big construct. As M1A ship explodes into a million pieces.
Oh no.
Oh. Okay, that didn't happen last time.
And let's see. It is. Huh. And for a while, you're blinded by light, and the light slowly fades, and on the ground, you see just the plating, like bits and pieces of plating of M1A ship, the shards of glass and everything. And you hear, I'm so glad that the order went like this. You hear a loud shriek as something small and bright and fiery goes charging at this massive construct. And they're going to, they're going to try and make an attack roll.
Oh my god.
I think
Baby Angie.
Baby, is that a meets it beats it? Because the AC for the
Gee.
Yeah, if it meets the armor
yeah,
class, then yeah.
Kirby's fucking pissed.
unfortunately Kirby can't do a whole lot, but they're going to frickin' try.
Emotionally, this is huge. Don't take this moment from them.
They did they did max damage. You hear a shriek as like a tiny ball of flame and light just collides into the helmet. And this massive structure takes about 6 damage. Not even that. It takes just 6 damage.
Tunk.
Tunk.
Tunk. What does it look like?
And I'm gonna show you what it looks like.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
I'll put it in the gallery. Where can I find it?
I am so poggers.
Where can I find it? It is somewhere.
I am scared.
I'm stimming so hard, my god.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh!
cool.
That's so fucking cool!
Baby.
Maya, you're beautiful!
I
I
am.
think he says that.
I
My goodness!
What? Query what? Query what? Query what?
And they are looking at they're looking at themselves, and they are like wide-eyed and shaken and like they don't know what they're examining themselves like briefly, just like, and they don't know what the hell is going on.
Frisbee, love the new look.
What? Charlie friend. Oh, an engineer friend. Oh, Chifley friend. What? Where is Cody friend? Where? And
Hello.
Chifley's just gonna point
Cody.
while he remembers how to breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cody is floating a few feet away, and their eye is wide, and they you can see like, oh, that explosion. They looked ready to cry. like they had no idea what was happening there, because they weren't really conscious for that. They were semi-conscious. They only saw it from like the inside perspective. They don't remember being so bright. They don't remember glowing so bright or anything like that. They just remember looking from the inside out, and they see their friend and they go, hello, M1A. Cody friend, what? And they move forward and they kind of flip upside down. They go, oh, what is? And you get the sense that they're kind of drifting in the air. They can't really move well. And Cody is actually, unfortunately, we are still in initiative, so Cody is going to dart forward, take a very strange-looking M1A, and quickly take them 5 feet back from the construct.
Good.
Probably for the good idea.
Yeah.
I love this new look. Holy shit, though.
It's very good.
I'm living for this upgrade.
Baby.
And it's the
So
construct's
baby.
turn.
Ah,
I
you
will
have to
say-
spoil a moment.
They look like a Pokemon. They look like a Pokemon.
They
look
do
at
look
It's
like-
great.
I would have
They're
this
Rotom.
They basically, I noticed that as soon as I was designing it, I was like, oh, they look like Rotom. Oh well.
No,
Rotom's a
they
fun
don't
design.
look like Rotom. It's their own thing.
Yeah.
So good.
I love it. I
but-
love it.
Yes, the big construct is now kind of looking around, and they look a little bit perplexed because the thing that was kind of giving them commands is gone.
Mm.
It's not here.
Mm.
And it just kind of looks down at you, engineer, and I think it's still going to try and like hit you off of it.
Ah, come on. All right, fine.
And
Gotta respect commitment.
and it is going to try and attack. That's a 15.
I think Engineer just kind of swings from one arm to avoid the attack, and he's like, "Can you see we're having a moment?"
And I think it's attacking with its wrecking ball at this point, and I think now's a good time for the wrecking ball to kind of swing around with the velocity, miss you completely, and kind of go good chunk into its core.
Oh, the damage to the elbow did something. Yay!
And it kind of splutters a little bit. It's not completely down, but without its commander, it's not really like you're off it right now, engineer. The threats that like that were gathering around it are mostly, they don't see a reason to go after them right now because there's no
Okay.
input, there's no command. And with
Oh my god. Sorry, when you're finished, I have an idea.
Okay, and they just kind of stumble back, and with this massive wrecking ball in their, I guess their guts, and yeah.
Okay, can I bullshit something? Because the engineer has been having, like, you know, this fight with this giant robot, and all the time he's been thinking, God damn, I wish this was mine. And,
Oh my god.
and he's like, hang on, do you need a new user input? Because I could use a fellow like you. I really could.
Oh my god.
Mod, are
Adopt
you
the
planning
giant
to make
robot.
Pacific Rim next?
I'm gonna use it for a movie. It's fine.
Oh my god. I will say yes. I will say yes. I will allow this because I'm not using
Oh
it
my
anymore. Oh my
New
god.
designation. Click. What were we calling this fella?
Cody is emotionally shut down and on the ground while M1A is
Oh.
kind of half floating nearby and like upside down, a little out of control. But they,
Okay, maybe
they,
not the type.
they look over at you and they go, I do not drum.
Drum?
Drum.
Well, like DRUM, drum.
Yes. That is all I can think of
Alright.
right now.
That's fine. I like percussion. All right, drum, you're going to work for me now. Do you understand? And he says it with a bit of a threat.
This thing has no intelligence and like one charisma, but I'm gonna make it roll like a straight d20 real quick.
Okay.
It's not very
That is-
wise either.
Okay.
It just kind of sits there and looks at you.
Okay. I'm gonna take that as a yes. All right. Just don't explode on the way home. All right.
And it kind of like, yeah, it does nothing. It just watches you, and yep. Well, it's got no commander now. It may as well follow you.
Yay! Oh my god, I'm gonna sit on its head and ride a giant robot home. Who wants to ride on the giant robot home? Birthday.
Oh
Amazing.
dear. I think once like the engineer's done that, Chifley's just gonna wait a second just to make sure we're out of combat, and then he's going to sprint towards Cody and M1A and just skid to his knees. Are you hurt?
Cody kind of they shake their head and they say, "No, but I am very tired." And M1A, roll insight.
Sure, I can do that.
19.
Ooh, very good.
They are they've kind of righted themselves again, and they're staring intensely at the ground, and you can see that there's a lot of pixel tears starting to gather at the sides of their eyes, and they they look like they're in shock, but they also they're looking around the scrapyard, and they look at Cody and they go, "Where Query? Yes? Were they? Was it looking through me?" Yeah, it was. I see. I thought they were calling. I didn't think they were actually looking. I didn't think they would, care to look. Yeah, I didn't think so either. This is
The search last night. It was that.
and M1A looks up at you, Chifley, and they go,
I heard them. I could sense them from far away, and I knew it was coming, but
and they look around for a bit and they say,
they were just looking. That is what they do. I was M1A sentry. I am the eye of the great machine. But I didn't think they were actually using an eye that was so far away. I don't remember anything that happened between, well, them looking and now. And now I am...
And they're looking down at themselves like,
I don't know what... I don't know what I am. I did not know I could... I did not know I could go out of my shell.
Hey, Charlie, you're gonna have to come up with a new nickname. Frisbee doesn't cut it anymore.
Yeah, I'll come up with something soon enough, I'm sure.
And they look down at the ground, and they're crying now. There's tears coming out, and they go,
Chifley's going to put his arms out in offer.
M1A reaches out to you, Chifley, and unfortunately, I'm going to have to say,
Oh no.
I'm gonna be nice.
Good.
Look, yes, he
In the background,
they do
engineer's
look like
sliding
they
off
are
the
made
robot
of
like a
lightning,
slide.
but he's going to offer anyway.
Yeah. You take 4 fire damage.
Shit. Okay.
Oh.
Ouch.
And they withdraw from you like immediately, like they're,
oh no,
And Chifley's just sort of shaking his hands a little bit, and like his bits of his clothing are sort of like half melting a little bit.
and they back away from you, Chifley, and they're like full on starting to cry now, and they're going like,
I need my shell. I don't.
No. Shh. It's okay. And there's someone here who can probably hug them without having to worry about that. I'm very sorry, Chifley, though. I think Engineer is just instinctively scooping the grandpa.
yeah, doing the grandpa scoop.
Yeah.
And yeah, M1A is they're kind of staring into space a little bit, and I'm gonna say, yeah, they accept the scoop. They accept the scoop, and Chifley, by your side, Cody is still staring down at the ground, and they look exhausted. They look so tired.
He's just going to try and pull Cody into his lap. Cody won't set him on fire, probably.
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 And
Probably.
and Chifley, Cody kind of, you haven't seen them do this before. They're not the type to seek out like anything like hug or comfort or anything like that. But they kind of like, they unravel into their winged mode, and they press their helmet against your chest.
Oh, they are getting, well, technically cold hugs, but you're warm in emotion.
Yeah. Because they are tired. They are very tired. And M1A is very tired and still kind of still crying and going like,
No, I don't want to. What am I? Query, what am I? I should know this. I was never told this.
Query,
You don't
does it really
need to be
matter?
a what? You can just be a who.
Hey, I'm a whatever.
And M1A kind of looks up at you guys and they go,
Well, whatever is all right, but But I would like to know why I...
And they pat themselves down, and they notice how bright they are, and I'm gonna make them roll like an intelligence check really quickly. Are they smart? Do they have any brain cells? They do. Are they gonna use them today?
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Thankfully.
And
Hey.
they go,
Thank you, narrative dice roll.
and they go,
I look frightening.
and they look up at
Nice.
And they look up at you, engineer, and you, Charlie, and you, Chifley, and they go,
I look like a star.
You do, don't you? You're saying it thoughtfully because of the thing that the Great Machine said.
And I think,
Hum.
hum, hum, and I think that is where we zoom out. We zoom far, far out from the scrapyard, from Toontown, from Einquell, from this plane, and far, far away, up amongst the stars, something far, far away averts its gaze. It hasn't been an ideal day. It hasn't been able to oversee their station all day, and now everything inside it has gone silent to save power. No alarms have gone off, so there's no danger nearby. It would know otherwise. Its many eyes are vigilant. It looks inward instead, and it thinks. Observation. M1A Sentry class is defunct. Shell retrieval is impossible. Spark retrieval unadvisable without shell. Review collected log data before shell was destroyed. And rows upon rows of data lines scroll upward before it. Several images pop up, one by one, fixated on certain things. It focuses on Charlie's massive fuck you.
Hell yeah.
That was fun. I have no regrets.
It focuses
It
on
feels so good.
It focuses on the strange, icy energy that collected around Chifley as the more and more emotional he became. It focuses on the engineer and how he glowed brightly like a star, and the strength of such a small creature seemed to contain. And the eye narrows. Toonkind. Strange creatures thrive on play and creativity. Come in all shapes and sizes. Those encountered seem to reject having a singular role or function. Capable of magic. Seem to be composed of sound and light. And in the silence of realm space, the eye wanders curiously and fixates back on this strange little place with its strange little inhabitants and says, further data required, and their insides spark to life. And that is the end of this first installment.
Oh, no.
Thank you guys very much, so much
Oh
for
boy,
playing.
we're gonna get alien invasion. Awesome.
Oh boy.
That was so
Oh
good.
boy.
Aw,
Oh, good, Inky. What the fuck?
thank you guys so much.
Oh, I'm not over the fact that the
Chills.
engineer has a giant mech now.
I was not planning on that.
It's fine. Drum will mostly be doing like sweeping the yard and other comical
my
things in the
God.
background in the studio.
Yeah. You don't have to name.
He's like the best trash compactor ever.
You don't have to name him Drum. You can name him whatever. M1A was.
No,
just
he's called Drum. He's called
That's
Drum
good.
now.
He plays the drums.
He plays
like
the drums.
That's happening now. He is the drums.
He is the
can be
drums.
the biggest bass drop in the world.
He's the biggest
Belly
drum
drum.
set. Oh, belly drum. Yeah, he's got
I
the big.
fucking love drums.
He's got the big wrecking ball as the stomach now. May as well be a
Yeah.
belly drum.
Also, hey Rowan, our security code just got an upgrade. We have your colleague. This is your underling.
Your giant hulking
God.
underling.
May also be writing a Shadow of the Colossus versus Mech movie in his
God.
brain.
That would be. Poor
This
Chip.
is how the engineer invents Transformers.
Oh my God.
Anyway, here we go.
Again, I
Michael
still
Bay.
just think you got to do Pacific Rim now. We've got to do Pacific Rim.
Yes,
Oh, we have to.
yes.
We
Thank
have
you
to
for
do
saying
that.
that.
Oh,
Okay, thank you. Yes,
This was great.
This is great. Thank you guys all so much for playing with me. It turned out really well, and I hope you guys all had fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. And thank you for being patient with me every time I stuttered or stuff like that. But
Dude,
I
this
didn't
was
know.
a fantastic time. Thank you for inviting us to this game.
It's always good for Chifley to know his limitations. Now he's got
Oh,
different
no.
ones. It's like,
He-
this is eye opening.
yeah.
Yeah. Lol.
Congrats, Chifley.
Glorpmeyer and M1A or Mia. I have no idea how to say their name now. Just all like having group hugs of burning that nobody
Oh,
else can
God.
have, but it's fine.
I think
Fire hug.
Cool.
well, also Chifley, you're officially the first person who's ever hugged Cody, so you have that.
Aww.
And engineer, you are the first person who has ever held M1A. So there are those benchmarks to think about. Ah, boy. But yes, I'm going
This
to
was a
wrap
good
up
time.
yeah. Thank you guys. I'm going to wrap up the recording here, and for current listeners, thank you so much for listening in, and for listeners of the future, please thank you so much for listening in here too. So, but yes, this is the beginning. I don't know when this will continue, but we've got more to come.
Very much.
How
looking forward
exciting.
to it.
Gosh,
Alrighty.
so epic. Thank you.
Take care, everybody, and thank you so much. And everyone say
Bye.
bye. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Thank you so much. Bye.